So welcome to lesson 16, and I wanted to talk with you in this coach training series about the business opportunity and presenting that to people. So primarily, you remember from previous training that we earn income mostly in two ways. One is by retail commissions for starting challengers on a challenge pack, and the other is by building a team and then cycling from the team success. So an easy way to build your team is to start by what I like to call a preferred membership, or also it's called a discount coach popularly. But a lot of people don't like the idea of the word coach. It scares them and they think, well, I'm not ready to be a coach. Or some people maybe have had a bad experience, they even cringe when they hear the word coach. So I will often start off by saying a preferred membership and describe it in that way. So that title, we don't want them tripping up over that title. So you can call it a preferred membership. Compare it to like a membership at Costco. Just because you have a Costco membership and you enjoy the discount doesn't mean you have to work at Costco. It's the same way with Beachbody coaching. You can have a preferred membership and earn a discount on your products. We call that a discount coach. And we don't always want to introduce it immediately with the word coach if people don't want to do that, or if we think that bothers them. When I'm talking with someone about becoming a preferred member, when they choose to do that, then I do need to tell them, by the way, it's also called discount coaching. So you may see the word coach when you go to sign up, and don't let that surprise you. So I made a Google document that I'll share with you to show about the preferred member option and what that looks like. And let me get that on the screen share with you here. Let's see, share my screen, and that looks good. And I'm going to have to get over to this. Okay, so I will put a link to this in the resources of this training so that you can have a copy and use it for your needs too. But basically, when people are looking at this, it shows the differences between being a Team Beachbody member and being a discount coach. So both of those levels will have access to you as a coach or to me as your coach. And you have the support from their group. Hopefully you're running a challenge group and they would have access to that. Then the 25% discount on all products is for preferred members only. Access to exclusive super training test groups when a new program launches. So when Beachbody launches a brand new program, they will frequently have a coach test group, and you need to be a coach to participate in those. So, or a preferred member if you want to call it that. So they also can earn monetary commissions up to between 25 and 40%, depends on what the product is. And that's optional if they want to help someone get started with one of those things. They don't have to do that, but that opportunity is there. They would have the same benefits as a coach with no obligation to sell if they are a preferred member. So the extra cost beyond the challenge pack, see, whether you enroll with a challenge pack as a member or a preferred member, the cost is the same, because becoming a preferred member with a challenge pack means that $40 initial cost is waived. So when I'm talking to people about becoming preferred members, I say, I want to help you get started in a way that gets your initial sign-up cost waived. Otherwise, it's $40 more, so that they can see that savings. And then, yes, there is a monthly fee, just like there was at Costco. And there's an explanation at the bottom of this document that explains how, yes, it's $16, $15.95 currently, and that could change in the future. But yes, it's $16 a month to have a coaching account. But the amount you save on Shakeology alone still gets you saving around $15 a month, even after you pay that fee. So that's a pretty sweet deal, and it's exactly what I recommended for my cousin and for my sister when they got started. So I'll share that to you in a Google Doc so you can have that available to you. And oh, they might ask you about that $16 fee. Well, what's that for? They might ask. And that's for people who do choose to build a business. There are so many things that Team Beachbody does for us, and this funds that. They host all the websites. They send out emails from the company. They provide you with a share a cart tool if you do choose to help people that you can use to help them enroll. They do all of the product shipping and handling. We don't have to host inventory. We just get folks connected and Beachbody ships directly to them. So that's all part of that monthly savings there. I'm going to take this off of the screen share. So you'll get some no's as you talk to people about this. Some people want to prefer just to be a customer, and that's totally fine. Sometimes I'm talking to people and they're trying to decide whether they want Beachbody on demand or whether they want the challenge pack that includes Shakeology. I'm careful about how I word this to them, and I will tell them Beachbody on demand is $99 a year. If you choose to pair it with Shakeology, you can get your first year for just $30. Now that depends on the challenge pack size you choose. I'm basing that on a challenge pack that's 160 because your Shakeology is 130, the package is 160, and it includes a year of BOD. So I tell them that that first year of Beachbody on demand is only $30 when they pair it with their first Shakeology shipment. And I do it that way because I want the value to be on Shakeology. I don't tell them their first month of Shakeology is cheap and then next month it skyrockets. I tell them their first year of BOD gets a super deep discount. Instead of paying $99, they only pay $30, plus they get Shakeology. That's how I choose to say that. I think it's the most effective way to show the value of Shakeology or the performance products if that's what you're pairing them with. So you show this to, if you're working with someone who's a level 1 or level 2 coach, they just want the discount or they just want to earn enough to get their supplements paid for, then you can show them how to use the share a cart and show them how to use the shop feature there. And that's all they're going to need to be at the level where they said they wanted to be with that. Okay. You're going to continue to coach those people to fitness in your challenge group. You're going to continue to work with them. As they get those fantastic results that they're after, people are going to notice. They're going to show up at a Thanksgiving dinner or at a summer barbecue or at a class reunion or whatever it is, and somebody's going to go, oh my word, you look amazing. What have you been doing? And you're going to tell them. And then they're going to say, oh, I want to do that too. And then they're going to take another couple bites of cheesecake. And your preferred members who know how to use Share a Cart are ready to help other people get started. Also make sure that your preferred members know when this happens to you, come and tell me. I will show you how to help them get going. And you can show them, there's in the coach office some training about how to use Share a Cart. You can show that to them, or you can walk it through them yourself if you prefer. After they do that and they help a couple of people get started and they say, hey, I made $50 or $60 or whatever, they might ask you, well, now how many more of these do I need to do to get my Shakeology paid for? Right now, if you're helping 4 people a month, you're getting enough to pay for your Shakeology and your coach fee for the preferred membership. So 3 people is enough to pay for the Shakeology, 4 people is enough to pay for the Shakeology and the monthly coach fee as well. So, and that sometimes happens. People see how easy it is and they're like, hey, I want to help some more people get started with this. And that happens. And then from there it could grow to, well, I want to get my nails done and not have to feel guilty about spending for that. And you can earn money for that through this business. Or I want to get my cell phone payment covered. Or I want to start a college fund. Or I want to get the car payment covered. Whatever it is they want with this business, you can help them achieve that. So let those people use this training plan. Get them hooked up, introduce them to me, and give them the links for this training. They can go through it. I'm happy to work with them. Get them added to the Team Panacea page. I love seeing people there and knowing that they're part of our organization and that I'm helping them grow. So your business builders, your level 3 and 4 people, have them work from a list. And that's what you should be doing too. You should be working from a list. That could be a paper and pencil list. It could be an Excel document. It could be through Facebook. There are lists in Facebook. There are Instagram lists. You can Google how to find out how to do that in Instagram and in Facebook to put people on a list so that you're paying attention to them. I like to keep a hot 10 list of people that I'm wanting to talk with about coaching specifically. And I find that the very best coaches come from my challenge group. People who have seen what good coaching looks like, people who have had a transformation, people who love the products, and they think they want to help some people do the same thing they did. The best coaches often start as the best customers. So when you approach someone who's in your group, someone you've been working with, and you say, hey, first, how are you doing with your transformation? Are you pleased with the way things are going in the group? And they're going to say, oh, everything's super, it's great, and it's terrific. And you're going to tell them, part of the reason it's terrific is because you are. I think you'd make a great coach because I see this, this, and this in you. And you're helping rock this group that you're in. And then you're going to ask, have you ever considered becoming a coach? I worded that very specifically and very carefully. I didn't say, do you want to coach? I didn't say, do you want to sell Beachbody products? I said, have you ever considered becoming a coach? And that's a whole lot less threatening, and it gives them a chance to speak honestly. And they aren't rejecting you if they say, no, I don't want to coach. They're just talking about whether they've ever considered it. So sometimes they might be people who have worked with other MLM companies and maybe have had a bad experience. Some of these MLM companies require you to have a huge buy-in where you keep a truckload of inventory on your person that you have to deliver to people or whatever. And Beachbody is not that at all. They take care of all the shipping for us. We don't have to keep any product in stock except for what we choose to use. And so there are some terrific benefits of being a Beachbody coach that's very different for some other companies. So the next question as your conversation goes, you want to get to the point where you're going to show them the video about coaching. And there are actually several videos in the Coach Online Office when you click Grow My Business and then Team Beachbody. And there are a couple of videos in there that are really good about coaching. Watch the one that you think is going to be most helpful for them. There's one that has all the snapping in the background, at least at the time I'm recording this. And sometimes they change them. They update those from time to time. One of them is Carl Deichler describing deeply what it is to be a Beachbody coach and what the business is like. That one's my favorite. But watch them both and decide which one. They kind of speak to different personalities, and you want to know what you're sending to people. But when you're ready to send that video, you don't just send it to somebody. You ask a question. If I send a video about coaching, would you watch it? Most of the time, they're going to say yes. If they say no, then if they're not willing to watch a video, then you already know that they don't want to be a coach, okay? But if they're willing to watch it, if I send you a short video clip, would you watch it? And then when they say yes, then when you send it with this question. You just go, okay, here you go. You send the video with this question. Would you please do me a favor after you watch the video and answer this question? What did you like about the coaching opportunity? So that as they watch it, they're looking to respond to your question, what did I like? And I frame it that way very carefully because I don't want to hear the whining and the griping and the reasons they think this might not be right for them. I want to hear what they liked. The reasons they think maybe this is going to be right for them, okay? And then that's what you talk about. You're going to follow up in a couple of days. Did you get a chance to watch the video? Yes or no? If they say no, when do you think you could watch it? And then they say this weekend. You go, great, I'll check with you Sunday night to ask you some questions about it or whatever. Another phrase I've used before is, did the video open correctly for you? It's okay if you didn't get a chance to watch all of it just yet. I wanted to make sure it was operating. And that sometimes they'll get started and then they'll just go ahead and watch the whole thing. So you talk about whatever they like. They might say, you know what, I liked that some of the coaches are working out with super trainers. And you go, yeah, that's a fantastic thing. I've been to Summit and I've worked out with some of those trainers. And if you haven't been to Summit, you need to get to Summit. Get yourself registered and go to Summit. Working out live with the super trainers is just an experience that it's amazing. It's so much fun, and it's a fantastic opportunity to get to work out with them live. So, and get them connected with this training when they decide to become coaches. And answer the questions that they have as you help them get started. If you don't know the answers to the questions, ask me. Just tell them, hey, I don't know that, but I can find out and I'll get back with your answer. And ask me, or ask on the Team Panacea page and somebody will answer you. And you can get those coaches or prospective coaches the information they need. They might tell you no. That's cool. Then you have their answer and you know. But you want to be careful about your response when they say no. There's that tendency to, oh, you're disappointed. And what do you say next? You continue to be their friend. You say, hey, that's cool. Thanks for responding. Please continue to rock your awesome self in our group as you have been. I love having you there. Or you might say, thanks so much for telling me. Totally fine. It's not something that everybody would love to do. By the way, and you say something else. You do not, okay, thanks, and leave. That's the equivalent of slamming the door in their face when they say no, thank you, and you're not doing that. You're going to continue that conversation, continue to be a friend. Many, many, many people who say no first on will later change their mind and want to be a coach with you. So you're going to, when you say, by the way, you're going to keep that conversation going about something else. So they tell you no, and you say, okay, cool, no worries. By the way, I was wondering about, and you ask them something you saw on their timeline. I saw the picture of the boat on your timeline. Do you guys have a boat? Or I saw the picture of the new puppy on your Facebook page. What's your puppy's name? Or whatever it is you're going to talk to them that has nothing to do with coaching, that's friendly, so that when that conversation does end, it has ended on a pleasant note with you as a caring friend, talking about something going on in their lives. So people are going to tell you no thanks. That's going to happen all the time. And you've got to have a courteous response to that so that that friendship is maintained. We're going to make or break friendships over this coaching business. If somebody doesn't want to be a coach, you don't just break up with them. You continue to love them and be their friend. And maybe some other time, this would be right for them. You don't know. That has happened more times than I could count. The people will come back later, and yes, they do. So if they say yes, you send them the share a cart. I always do that with a challenge pack so that their $40 coach sign up cost is waived, and I tell them that. And it's the same price to enroll with a challenge pack as a customer or as a preferred member coach, same price. But the future months will be less expensive when you have that preferred membership or that coaching opportunity. Now, you're going to help that coach whatever speed they choose. They want to run, you're going to run with them. They want to walk, you're going to walk with them. They want to binge watch and do 3 of these videos every single day, you're going to let them do that, and you're going to work with them while they do that. And till then, the same thing I'm telling you. The more often we talk, the more successful you'll be. So keep up with the training, stay on top of it, reach out to me when it says to reach out, or even more, because I want to know how you're doing and I want to help you succeed. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in lesson 17.